It's now or never. There's not going to be another chance. I'm Noam Chomsky, emeritus professor at MIT, a laureate professor at the University of Arizona. The most authoritative conclusion was given a few weeks ago. IPCC, the consensus of hundreds of scientists around the world. In brief, their message was now or never. Either we start right now reducing the use of fossil fuels, or we will pass irreversible tipping points, at which point it'll be too late. We just descend to an unlivable future for humans, while also destroying huge numbers of other species with abandon, as we're doing now. Those are the choices. It's stark, it's clear. If we had listened to earlier warnings, it would not be as difficult or as urgent as it is now. The earlier ones were ignored. Every day we ignore further warnings, the task becomes harder, and the chance for escaping catastrophe reduces. That's the simple message. There are a number of studies. They all reach the same conclusion. We must start right now reducing oil. We must follow the prescriptions of the IPCC, fixed reduction every year. This can be done. What's missing is will and commitment. On the one hand, we have the stark warnings that we must and can proceed to move towards the elimination of fossil fuel. That's one hand. On the other hand, we have what's happening, racing to disaster, are alternatives. But if we want to ensure that the human species will not survive in any tolerable form, if we want to ensure that massive destruction of life on Earth, then we can follow the course that we are now pursuing, recognizing that we are terminating the possibility for viable human life on Earth and for the existence of a huge number of species. There is a feasible alternative path. It's right in front of us. What's up to us is to decide which course we will follow, and that decision cannot be delayed. It's a matter for this generation to determine. Later, it'll be too late. There are actions being undertaken by many people around the world, by courageous, engaged, dedicated people, most of them young, which is a tragedy. We should not place this burden on the young. It's a task that must be taken at every level. The task is, first of all, to bring the population of the world to understand the urgency of the crisis. And if you look closely, the crisis is overwhelmingly caused by the rich and the privileged in the rich countries. They are the ones who have to be enlisted in the forefront of the campaign to save the future. Well, that can be done by activism, by demonstrations, by talks, by educational efforts. We have to move towards all of these measures at once. And then mass popular organizations have to compel their government to move expeditiously to end the use of fossil fuels within a few decades, beginning immediately, move toward developing alternative energy systems. Those are the urgent tasks that we must undertake without delay. Again, back to the message of the IPCC a few weeks ago, it's now or never. There's not going to be another chance.